good. Okay, I will share my screen so you'll know what we're doing today. Let's see our topics. Everybody see the topic schedule?
Yes.
Okay, so we have some exponents homework. Did everyone get that other homework I sent on exponents? I didn't hear from anybody. Nobody sent me answers.
I did send some answer to you, send back and say I mixed up something. Is that the one?
No, yours was on the polynomials, but
Okay.
no one sent me any on the exponents. Well, we'll go through it.
And you know what, Miss Barbara, I think I did the exponent. Oh my God. I took it to work, and what I did with the answer sheet, I have some cards. That's what happened. Because I know I was
Okay.
trying them.
Latoya, did you get the that other exponents homework?
No, I only see one homework. I finished the one with 2 minus 2 at the top. I did that last week. I did that already. I got an 80.
No, but I gave you another, I gave you a second exponent. It said more exponent homework.
I didn't see it.
Well, we'll go over it. See if you can
I
do
was
it today.
looking for it, but I
Yeah,
didn't see
I
it.
sent it. It was said more exponents, but okay, we'll go through it. Then we'll do multiply, divide, polynomials, and of course that will include the factoring. All right.
Yeah, I did my homework. I got 100.
Oh yes, my star.
I work hard.
Latoya sent me a homework about 11. I checked this morning. I said she was working hard. She's working hard for her money.
Yep. I was like, time to get 100
Miss
now.
Barbara,
No,
Hello, Audrey. Audrey, I didn't get your homework.
because I didn't send it.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, we'll go through it. Don't worry, Latoya will.
I do all of it, but I didn't let you know what I did.
Okay, well,
Because I see 2 sets and I didn't, huh?
Latoya will go through it because she did it. And she had
She
them
did
all.
she did all of it?
Yes, and had them all correct. 100,
Oh, boy.
100.
Oh,
Good for her, man.
Which means she can teach that homework today, right,
Yep.
Latoya?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All
Say
right.
yes.
Yes.
Miss Barbara, she didn't answer. I say
Well,
yes.
no, she's on mute, but anyway, she'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go to a new share.
Hi, Miss Barbara.
Hello. Oh, you here, Maureen? I didn't see you before. Okay, so let's do that. Does everybody see more exponents homework?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
That's the thing we're gonna do first. We're gonna finish up. Did everybody get that exponent chart that I sent you?
Okay, I forgot exponent chart.
Yes, you got the chart.
I didn't get to go to all my papers.
I said because that other one was kind of hard to read, so I just made up another one. Exponent rules, it said. Well, let me just do a new share and I'll show you and see if you got it. I sent it out to you. New share. And let me do exponent rules. Did you get this?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did everybody get the exponent rules? Audrey, you got it?
I think so.
Yeah, because it was, the other was kind of, the print was faint. It wasn't.
He's fine, real fine, man. You bang your eyes.
Yeah, the other one, that was one I had copied from the internet, and there was no way I could really edit it because it was in a format that I couldn't access. So I just made up another one. Did you get this one, Audrey? Exponent rules, it says at the top. Yes.
Exponent rules. Yes, I think I get that. I think so.
Where I put them in order. I gave you the quotient rule, the power of a quotient, product rule, power of the product, then the power rule, then the zero exponent, and then the negative where you have the reciprocal of the positive. Okay, let's go back to our more exponents. Okay. Okay, now you remember the rules when you're multiplying, what do you do to the exponents? Anybody?
For what?
No, what's the rule when you're multiplying and you have exponents?
You
What
add.
do you,
You add the
yeah, you
exponent.
add the exponents. That's right. You add the exponents when they have the same base, right? And number
Base,
one,
right,
you
mhm.
see the base is X. So they have the same base, right? So you multiply the coefficients and you add the powers. Okay. Mercedes, what would be the answer for number one? You're gonna multiply the coefficients and you're gonna add the powers for the X and for the Y. So what's your answer?
My answer is positive 12.
That's correct. Now add the
And
exponents. So you got the
and
12. And so what would be the X?
16
9 plus 5
is 14 and
is 14, right?
you don't add the 2.
Going to the third.
No, that goes with the Y. Remember,
Oh,
same
yeah,
base,
yeah,
you
yeah,
add the
yeah.
X powers
Yeah,
and then you
yes,
add the
yes,
Y
yes, yes.
powers. So Y would be
Mhm.
what, Mercedes?
2.
You've got a 1 here.
Y to the
No.
oh yeah. Oh, that's
Third.
3.
You have, remember,
Third.
there's 3, that's right.
Right to the
Remember,
third.
1 is a
Right to the
default.
third.
Oh,
So that's Y to the 1
Yeah.
plus the 2 here, 2 plus
Wait,
1, and that
yeah.
would be
Got it
what,
right.
3.
So the answer
Three.
is B.
B.
So the answer
D.
is which one? What's the answer,
D.
Mercedes?
D.
D as in dog. Okay.
Yeah.
So the
Mhm.
answer is D. So that's answer. Let's put that here. Answer. All right.
D.
Okay. Answer D. Everybody okay with number 1?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Audrey, let's go to number 2 and I'll put it on the next screen so you see the whole thing. Okay. Number 2. What's the answer, Audrey?
B, 5 to the 6th power.
Very good. Answer B. Any questions on that one? Multiplication again. Add the powers. Answer B. Okay. Number 3.
Miss Barbara, 1 minute.
Yes.
Go
Question.
back to the answer. Yeah.
This
She
is
says,
multiplication. She said B, right?
yeah,
Same
Yes.
base. Add the powers. What's 2 plus 4?
6,
And what's the base?
5.
So that's why B is correct.
Well, because
You
because I would say C, because I see the multiplication sign. That means I have to go back to the rules,
No,
right?
same powers, same base, add the powers.
Okay.
Mhm. Questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3. Maureen, number 3, what's the answer?
I don't know, because I didn't get these.
But I sent you some rules for exponents. So
I
knowing
didn't
the
get them down.
rules, you multiply
them.
same base, add the exponents, right?
Mhm.
Dividing, you subtract the exponents. Audrey, number 3.
5 to the 2nd power.
Well, what do you get for the multiplication?
12.
Yeah, minus 5 to the 12th. So minus
Right.
5 to the 12th divided by, let me just copy this here. So you got -5 to the 12th. Put that here. Okay, I'm on the I'm down on the next screen. Okay. So this is -5 to the 12th, right? So this would be 1, 2. Right? And what is it divided by? Go back up here so you can see it. It's divided by 5 -5 to the 4th. Okay. So let me just put that underneath that. So what do we do when we divide? What do we do to the exponents?
Subtract.
Subtract. So what's the answer? Audrey?
8 to the 5th. Am I
No,
right?
your base is 5.
Right, 8. It is 8 to the 5th, right?
No, this is a 5.
You're saying it the wrong way. Turn it around.
This is a 5.
Oh,
The base is 5. So you say the base and then the power. So
okay.
the base is a -5 and what power?
Mm-hmm.
You said it,
8.
Audrey. 8. That's right.
Minus 8.
No, 12 minus 4 is a +8. Just 8, not a minus. You subtracted 4 from 12. 4 from 12 is 8. Let's take.
Okay.
Or do you follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so 12 minus 4, and that's at 8. So what answer is that? A, B, C, or D, Audrey?
Well, it didn't have ABC. Because
Right over here,
I
I went, it's right here.
B.
B, that's right. So this is, let me just put this all together so it's not confusing. Okay, so I put what we were doing with the answer. Okay, there we go. So we got -5 to the 8, and that's answer B. Questions? Number 3. Any questions? Okay, let's go to number 4. And I'll put this. Okay, here we go. Number 4, write 5/3 to the 3rd as a quotient of a power. And that means if you write it as a quotient of a power, it's going to be division, right? Latoya, are you there? Or you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's the answer for number 4?
D.
That's right, D. Look at your rules. You'll see that's the quotient. When you divide,
Yep.
you have a division, raising that quotient to a power. It's the numerator to the power over the denominator to the power. So that's D, right?
D.
D, that's the answer.
I got that.
Question,
Yeah,
go
got
back
that
to your
right.
rules. You'll see this quotient, power of a quotient. You'll see that's the way it's translated into the numerator to the power over the denominator to the power. Questions? Number 5. Okay. Maureen, number 5. Maureen. Maureen,
Yes, Ms.
are you
Barbara.
there? The number to the 0 power, any number to the 0 power is what, Maureen?
Is 0.
No,
No.
any number of variable to the 0 power is what, Maureen?
1.
1, right.
Right.
So this you have what?
-1.
No,
one.
it's no negative. Where are you getting a
No.
negative?
No,
See,
no,
no
no, no,
negative?
no, no, miss,
But
you
C.
misunderstood me. I'm
C
saying
is
we
the
have
answer.
-1 and 1. Which one is the answer?
The answer is 1. When you say 1, that's positive. Remember the
Yeah.
default
But,
is
mhm,
you don't say it or you don't put it. It's a 1, a +1.
plus
Okay.
1. Mhm.
Not a -1. Any,
No,
go ahead.
I'm not
Mercedes.
telling it's -1, miss. I was teasing Maureen and telling her which of them is the answer, C or D. But so I
Okay.
said -1 and
Okay.
1.
Okay. So you were okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It is
So
a university.
so you've got 1 right here, right? And this 1 is raised to the 3rd power. That's that 3 that's here outside the bracket. That's a power. So what's 1 to the 3rd power, Latoya?
5 minus 5.
1 to the 3rd power? Latoya, are you awake?
3.
Latoya, are you awake?
It's a 1.
A 1. It's 1 to the 3rd power is 1 times 1 times 1,
Then
1
which
equal
is
1.
equal to 1.
1.
Got it?
Mhm. Mhm.
So Maureen, you said it was a 1. And so within the bracket, you got a 1, and then you raise that to the 3rd power. And that's
The
just 1
third power.
time, 1 by itself 3 times,
1
right?
times 1. 3
That's
times.
the
Mhm.
answer.
And this is the
Okay.
this is the bracket problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bracket. And
Answer is C.
minus 4 to the 0 is 1. 1 in the bracket raised to the 3rd power is a 1. You got it?
I didn't get that.
Right.
I don't get that,
Or-
miss, with the,
oh,
with
you
the,
don't-
the
okay.
4.
Okay. Minus it. Okay. What's the rule? Any number of variable or combination of variable numbers to the 0 power is a 1.
1.
So once you do what's in the parentheses, you get a 1, right?
Mhm.
So let me just put here. Okay. Let's see. I don't have brackets here, but I'll put the closest thing I have it. So you have a 1, because that's really a brace. Okay, so that's a 1. So once I
Mhm.
do minus 4 to the 0, you see I have a 1. And I have it
Yeah.
within these braces, and these are brackets there. I don't have
Brackets.
have brackets on my keyboard, and I don't want to go to the symbols or whatever. All right, so I have 1, and this is raised to the 3rd power. So I just put a 3. You see that?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
1 to the 3rd power is 1 times 1 times
It's
1,
three.
which is
1 times 1.
1.
Mercedes. You got it?
1.
No,
Yeah.
miss, I'm sorry.
Okay.
1 times 1 times 1 times
Are
All
you
right.
saying that, let me ask a question. Are you saying that the 0 represent 1, you take away 1 from 4?
No. You're confusing it. Mercedes,
Okay.
watch this. Minus 4 to the 0 power, because
Yeah.
of our 0 rule, that's a 1, right?
Yes.
So there's my 1 right there.
Okay.
But I have a 3 power that what was in this parenthesis and then in the bracket is raised to the 3rd power. So now I have 1 to the 3rd power, which is 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1.
So, miss, that 3 at the top up is a part of it?
Yeah, the 3, that's why I say the 3 is a power.
I didn't even know it's so far from it, miss.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is whatever's in the parentheses and brackets is raised to the 3rd power.
Yeah, I got it. I didn't realize the
Got
3
it?
was a part of it. Got it.
Yeah, I should have
Thank
written
you.
it this. I wrote this in. I should have written it closer to it. Okay. Questions on number 5? Is it clearer now, Mercedes?
Rough move.
Mercedes,
I'm hearing you, miss. Sorry.
is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
So within the parentheses, minus 4 to the
Is a
0
1.
is what, Mercedes? What's the value?
Say it again, please.
Minus 4 to the 0 power
Minus 4 to the 0 power.
is what?
1 to the 3rd power.
I repeat the rule.
Oh, I don't get it then.
Any number.
I'm not using the rule yet, miss. I'm watching the rule.
Okay, you've got
I'm
your set of
sorry.
rules I sent you, right?
Yes, I'm trying to
Any
work with it.
number or variable or combination of variable numbers to the 0 power is equal to 1.
Yes.
So no matter if I had a number in these parentheses, or I had, this could have been minus 4x, it could have been 3ab, it could
Okay.
have been 100, it would still be a 1. You got it?
Okay. Yes.
Any number, doesn't matter, minus, plus, or combination of number and a variable or variables raised to the 0 power is a 1. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that means minus 4 to the 0 is a 1. You see my 1 right there in the brace.
Yes. Yes.
And then this 3 was a power. So I take the 1 that's now, well, it's a bracket here, but I have a brace here. To the 3rd power, that means 1 times itself 3 times, and that gives
Okay.
me 1.
Okay.
You got it?
So that's the answer at the bottom there.
Yeah, right here. It's a 1,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And the one that has a 1 is a C.
Yes.
So you have answer C,
See.
Mhm.
as in Charlie.
Yep.
ANSWRC. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any questions
Thank you.
now? Maureen, you okay?
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
Okay, any, just remember, doesn't matter what's in that brace, bracket, parenthesis, whatever, if it's raised to the 0 power, or if it's not even in any kind of brace bracket, if it's by itself, it still would be 1.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's go to number 6. Simplify. Okay, let's see. Bring this
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Okay. Now, when you see that 3 outside of this expression, it applies to everything within the brace. That's really
Okay.
like a brace. Okay, so that means everything within this you raise to the 3rd power. You raise the 2 to the 3rd power. You raise the A to the 3rd power. You raise the B to the 3rd power. Here's the denominator. You raise 3 to the 3rd power. M to the 2nd power raised to the 3rd power. All right, so that eliminates it being A and B, right?
Mhm.
You
I
see
don't
why that
see it.
okay. If I said you
See,
raise
yeah.
2 to the 3rd power, that means
No.
2 times 2 times 2.
Good.
That
Yes.
means your
Yes.
answer has to have an 8, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm saying it also means you could eliminate A and B, because this coefficient here can't be a 2, because you're raising it to the 3rd power, which is multiplying it by itself 3 times. It
Mhm.
can't be a 3, because 3, you're multiplying it by itself 3 times.
Mhm.
So now that eliminates A, B, C. Can only be D or E. Now saying that, Mercedes, what's the answer?
The answer is E.
Very good. Answer is E. Does everybody see that?
Mhm.
Okay. Because what's 2 times 2
Yes.
times 2 is 8.
Yes.
And 3,
2 times
that would
9.
be A to the 3rd. 3 times 3 is 9, right? So it can't be D because it says B6. And it's got to be a multiplication. And then when you get to the denominator, 3 times 3 times 3 is 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. And then 3 times 2 is 6. So
6,
Mel
yeah.
say this is absolutely right. It has to be E. Question? Everybody okay with number 6?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you see how you can eliminate answers. And that really kind of
I had
help
one
you
more.
out, because instead of looking at 4 answers, you only looking at 2.
Okay.
And you got a better chance of getting 1 out of 2 than 1 out of 4, right? Probability.
Mhm.
Okay. Here again, multiplication, add the exponents, right?
Getting it wrong.
Same base,
On the edge.
add the exponents. Maureen, number 7, what's the answer?
D. You hear me?
I heard you.
Oh,
Does everybody agree with Maureen, or you have a different answer?
I was looking at Amy's, I don't know why, because I see the +2, +5, the sign.
The signs are negative. 3 to the
Oh,
-2 times 3 to the -5. So Mercedes, what's a -2 and a -5?
That's a 7.
Plus or minus?
That's minus.
That's it. So you're right. You said A. Maureen, this can't be D, because when you add the 2 negatives, you get a negative and then a 7. Got it?
Mhm.
Maureen, you see where you had a +7? It's not, can't be a +7 because those are negative, right?
Oh,
Remember your signs, and that's mentioned earlier, that you're having problems with your signs. You add 2 negatives, you get a negative. -2 plus -5 is a -7. So it has to be A. Only way it could be D is if these were plus values. You got it, Maureen?
yeah, yeah. There's no, yeah.
You got it? Yeah, this had been just 3 to the 2nd and 3 to the 5th power. You just add 5 and 2 and you'll get the answer positive, which your D would have been correct. Okay. All right, let's look at number 8. Okay, Maureen, number 8, multiplication again. Add the powers. What's the value of Y?
Seven.
Maureen?
7.
Yes,
What's your
5
number?
plus 2 is 7.
7.
So the value of Y would be 7, which is answer
7.
D. So you know that from your exponent rules, right? You add 5 and 2, you get a number. That number we call it Y. That number is 7. So Y equals 7. All right. Maureen, you're doing good. You want to try another one? No, let somebody else try this one. Okay, Latoya,
Yeah.
number
I said,
9. What's the answer?
which one? This one?
Number 9, simplify the following problems.
No, no.
Right here.
1. -1. 1.
Audrey, is that right? Latoya, you saying 2 answers. What's the answer?
1.
Audrey, what's the answer?
-1.
That's it. -1. Latoya, you got a negative sign there
Why is it -1?
because in the parentheses a 1, but you have a negative outside. You
Oh,
can't
you
throw,
had it.
you can't throw away that negative. Can you throw
Oh
away the
crap, I
negative?
was thinking about the other one, but the other one was inside.
Okay, so that would be a -1. Let me put the answer here. Okay. It's not letting me make that bigger inside. Okay, so let me just write the answer.
I don't know how I never see this. How's that, Miss Barbara? Understand that the homework?
I sent,
That's not
I
like
thought,
her.
no, I thought I sent it. Maybe it's my error. I'll look at my email. Okay, so number 9, okay, answer is -1. Careful, Latoya, you can't throw away that sign outside of the parentheses.
Yeah, I forgot it was the inside.
Okay,
This one is outside the parentheses, so it's gonna be
that's
a
right.
negative.
That's right. Absolutely.
Oh boy, I have to remember the rules. Oh,
Okay, Audrey, number 10. What's the answer?
Uh,
I guess,
that is 2.
Let us see number
2.
10, miss.
Number
Let me
10,
see.
1 over 2 to the
One.
-4.
Oh.
Well, 4, 1 to negative
1 over
4,
2 to the
-2,
-4.
4. Okay, so that's answer is 1.
Nope.
-1 to the
What do you
second.
do with when you have a negative? You make it reciprocal of the positive. So 2,
2
let's just put the power
over 1,
to the
1.
-4.
-4.
What is that equal to?
2.
Well, if
Mhm.
2 over -4 is equal to what?
2 over -4.
It's equal
Other
to
half?
1 over 2 to the +4.
Oh, I had 1 over 2, but I got
Now,
1 over
this
2.
this would be let's see, let me. Oh boy. Okay. This will be 1. Okay. Let's see that. Well, let me it's not letting me put the underline. Let's see. There we go. This will be 1 over 2 to the +4. So let me just put this here. Be 1 over 2 to the +4. So let's put the +4 there. Okay. Right? Remember, that's one of your exponent rules. Negative exponent is 1 over the reciprocal. It's the reciprocal of the positive, right? Reciprocal of the positive. Now, so what do we have here? We have 1 over 2 to the 4 over 1 over 2 to the 4. Right? This denominator becomes 1 over 2 to the 4. So let me just show you how we'd write that, and you'll be able to get the answer. You have an answer, Audrey?
2.
So 1 over 2
the
to the
third.
-4 will be 1, and I'll just put it in
Mhm.
parentheses.
Negative.
This will be
3.
1.
-2 to the third.
No, this would be the 1 numerator that I have here, right? And this
Mhm.
would be divided by 1
2.
over 2 to the 4th. So what do you do when you're dividing by a fraction? What do you do to the fraction?
you multiply.
You change the division. Yeah.
Well, you do what? You invert it. You get the reciprocal
Invert it,
and
right,
multiply.
Proper fraction.
No, no, that's not it. Okay, so when you have a fraction and you're dividing, right? You flip the fraction and multiply. So what does this become? This becomes, okay, equal 1, that's the multiplication, times 2 to the 4th over 1. But I don't really have to put the 1 because that's the same, right? But it has a 1 underneath it. So let me just put it there so you'll see. Okay. So that's 2 to the 4th over 1. And what's that equal to? Audrey?
3, 2 to the third, 1 to the
No,
third.
what's 2 to the 4th? What's 2 by itself 4 times?
2, 4 times
2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2.
16.
16, that's it.
16.
So that's your answer.
Yeah.
That's your answer. Your answer is equal to 16
Okay.
over 1, and that's 16. So I'll just put the 1 back here so you'll see. Okay.
So Latoya get that right too?
Oh, that wasn't on the one she did. She's like you. I think she said she didn't get the homework with the more exponents. I have to check my
I didn't get none neither.
okay, so maybe it's my error then, since a couple of people didn't get it. Okay, so the answer would be equal 16. So that's your answer.
The one that I get is adding and subtracting algebraic
Okay, yeah, the one,
expressions.
yeah, we'll go through that one too, that homework. Now, anybody want to explain what I just did for number 10?
We did one of that
did-
last week.
Um,
It was 1 over 2 minus 2. Yes, like the same thing, but don't think this time the exponent was 4.
Okay, so you've got 1
So when
over
you
2
see it
to,
like that, you gotta multiply it out. So you cannot have a negative exponent.
well, that 2 to the minus 4, you have to make it 1 over 2 to the 4th. But now that 1
Yeah.
is divided by what was 2 to the negative 4, which has to be 1 over 2 to the 4th, according to the exponent rule. So now you're dividing 1 by a fraction, and you flip the fraction and multiply. So your answer is 16.
Yeah.
Questions on number 10? This one
No.
was a little, this one was a little
Mhm.
involved. But you had to remember the rules. First, you had to remember what? What was the first rule you had to remember?
Now you gotta flip it.
No, the first rule, you had to put the 2 to the minus 4 as 1 over 2 to the 4th. Okay.
Oh.
See, that's 1 over 2 to the 4th. It's the reciprocal, like you said, Latoya. You flip it and make it positive. That's one way of looking at it. Flip the power and make the exponent positive. So 2 to the minus 4 becomes 1, that's reciprocal of 2 to the 4th. Because this is really 2 to the negative 4 over 1. You just don't have to put the 1 there. So you flip it, becomes 1 over 2 to the 4th. That's a divisor of the 1, but it's a fraction. So there again, if you divide by a fraction, you what? Invert it and multiply. That's your other rule, not just a rule for exponents, but for whenever you divide it by a fraction. Doesn't have to have an exponent. Questions number 10. Now, Latoya, you can teach the other one. Okay, new share. Let's go to our other homework. And that's
Which other one?
the homework for today.
I
Let's
got to
see.
get a page here. Let me see what she wants. Algebraic expression.
Yeah,
Version 1, 2.
addition and subtraction of algebraic expression.
Yeah,
Right,
let's see.
okay.
That's it. No, that's not it. That's our work for today. New share.
Mhm. Oh, let me see if I get mine's right or mine's are wrong.
Oh, that's not it. Okay. Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Do you see that one? Adding, subtracting algebraic expressions?
No.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. does anyone see it?
No.
Okay.
No, this
New-
one
I
is
just
showing
see the
is
New
saying
share.
variables, expression, and exponents.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. let
You just
me-
show me the topic
The
schedule here. that
variables,
I'm
expression,
watching.
and exponent homework. That's
You
what
only
you're
got the
talking.
topic, Miss Barbara.
That's the
You
topic.
only see the topic.
1, 2, 3.
You don't
It's
see
a
the
ver-
adding and subtracting algebraic
No.
expression?
No,
No.
no.
Okay, so let me go to new share. You see it now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Adding
Yeah.
and subtracting algebraic expressions.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
other than Latoya, did anybody do this homework?
I think
Yeah,
I
I
did it.
started just now. I do one as yet.
I
You
do
did number,
one,
I fall off
two,
to sleep.
3.
okay, Maureen,
Very
you said
good.
you did number 1, Maureen.
One,
Tell me
one,
your
2, 3, and
answer.
4.
I get
Okay.
an A.
Maureen, you did number 1?
I do number one, I get A.
Okay,
I
get number
did
1.
too,
I get
miss.
B. I get B,
Miss-
Miss Barbara.
okay, Maureen got A. Audrey,
I
what did you
got-
say you got?
B.
I got A, miss.
Audrey, you added instead of subtracting.
Huh?
You have a 19S and a minus 8S. That's subtraction. What's 19 minus 8?
It's 11.
So how did you get 27?
I did 226.
You added
I
it.
did 27.
You said B.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I said B, yeah.
You added 19 and 8. You're supposed to subtract 8 from 19.
I subtract it here. And
Maureen
yeah,
is
that's
exactly
what I
right.
have here. I got 25.
She subtracted.
25 plus 11S. That's what I had. That's okay.
Miss,
just
I
raise
did
it
that
wrong
one
way.
too, and I get A also.
Okay. So Mercedes. So
I
Audrey,
subtracted and then I write the wrong answer. That's all.
you did what? You
Yeah, I had to
subtract.
subtract because
Okay. You
the 8 from the 19, I
subtracted?
get 11.
Okay.
Huh?
11S.
11S and then 25T.
11 and 14.
Yeah,
So
but I
your
wrote it wrong.
answer is A. You wrote it down wrong. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I wrote it wrong. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's go to number 2. That's a subtraction. Okay. Now that's a subtraction. Maureen, did you do this one?
No, I only do one because I fall off to sleep. I get it.
Okay. All right. All right. Latoya, explain number 2.
I get
This is my answer
I
sheet. I
think-
can't find, miss.
I combine
What is
the
your
like
answer?
term.
See,
Wait, let me just hear from
I combine like
Latoya. Latoya, how did
Mhm.
you do number 2?
I combine all the like
like
terms.
terms.
Yeah.
R,
Audrey,
See.
let's hear Latoya.
R, 3, and 3R. It's a minus 2R 3. I combine the like terms
She combined her like terms. That's correct.
to make it easy, and I align them upon the one another, which is more
Okay.
understandable.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do now. We're gonna put them, and I'll put the minus.
3R. That's what you got here. Mhm.
Okay. And that's the safest way to do it. The way Latoya just said, they'll put them
Yeah.
on each other, and so you can line them up. That way you make fewer mistakes, right? So
Yeah.
let's just put that under there.
Two together,
And
together.
let me put a line under there.
They're more easier to understand.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Latoya. Okay, now let's bring that up a little closer. So it's very clear what you're doing. Okay, layout. Now, Latoya, tell them something about that minus outside of that parenthesis.
You gotta keep it. When it's minus outside the parentheses, it's still a negative.
Yeah, but it applies to
Parentheses.
every sign within the parentheses. So this minus applies to this term, this term, this term. So that means this is becomes a minus 3 r to the third. This becomes a minus rs, and then a minus become a plus 4s to the second. That's very important. I think that's where some of you go wrong. You followed what I just said,
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Apply the sign outside to every term within the parentheses. So that means then this becomes, let me just copy it over. Okay, let's just put it here. Okay. Okay, now that means this becomes a negative. Let's just put here. This is a negative. I'll take this out. Right? This is a negative. Right? That's negative plus negative, and this is a plus. Okay. So now let's just move that over so they line up. Okay, keep going, Latoya.
Then you're gonna
Okay,
subtract.
so you get here what? A minus and a plus gives you what, Latoya?
A plus 10s squared.
No, I'm right here. The
Oh,
third.
sorry. Oh, it's my minus 2r.
Minus 2r to the third. So let's just
2r to
grab
the
this.
third, yeah.
Yeah, let's just grab one of these because that's our answer, right?
Yeah.
So we take this and we get a minus. Everybody understand why you get the minus? Remember your signs,
We have the
different
minus
signs
outside
you
the
subtract.
parentheses. Yeah.
All right, keep going, Latoya.
And a minus 6rs minus a rs give you 7rs. Because
They
the
give
r is 1, so it is understood.
plus or minus.
A minus 7rs.
Okay, minus 7
So the
r.
6 is bigger. When they
No, they are both negative. Negative adds to negative, Latoya. Right?
Yeah.
Sign rules. Plus adds to plus. Negative adds up to negative.
Yeah, negative. Yeah, minus negative. Yeah, negative.
Okay, what about the next one, Latoya?
And 6s squared plus 4s squared give you 10s squared.
That's it. So let's put our 10, grab our 10, put it there. And that's your answer. Any questions? Ask Latoya. Any questions, anybody?
I almost got it, miss.
You got it?
Almost. I didn't have any
Almost.
sign beside the 7. And then I instead of subtract, I had and have 4 instead of 2.
I hate to tell you, Mercedes, almost doesn't count.
Exactly what I just said.
Well, I'm gonna compliment myself.
Yes,
because
but
I tried.
remember, Mercedes, that's the important
Mm.
thing. You tried. But remember,
tried.
most of these questions are multiple choice, and they
I
don't
meant-
grade you on
I know, miss,
almost.
but because I'm in the GD class test, miss, once I would even try, I would look at it and say, I can't know where to begin.
Okay,
And
what
I
answer did you
started it.
get, Mercedes? Excuse me. What answer did you get?
I got 4 R3.
No, A, B, C, or
7
D. No, A, B, C, or D. Which one did you get?
Which one I got?
What was
D.
your-
No, I would have got D if I didn't know. C, I'm talking.
Okay. You said you got,
I said I would C is the right answer, right, miss?
that's right. But what answer did you get?
So I'm saying instead of subtracting, I add and get 4. That really place where the 2R is. And I did not put the sign beside the 7. I got that right, and I got the 10 right. But
So,
I didn't put a negative sign there.
oh, you mean the
So
R to the third power?
yes.
Oh, no, that was confusing for me.
But none
had
of your
4.
answers have positive on your third power. They're all negative.
Yeah, but miss, I'm telling you that I just missed to put the sign at the 7, and instead of positive 2, I have 4. So I think I did a good effort.
But
I would,
Mercedes, if you got a
yeah,
4 on the third power, there's no answer here that has a 4 coefficient.
I know. That's why I'm saying that's I get it wrong.
Okay. But I'm saying once you got something on your coefficient of your third power that's other than a 2 or 3, it's not one of the choices.
I don't got you.
No, you said you got a 4 as the coefficient of your R to the third power, right?
No. Oh, the
You
okay.
right here, you
Let,
said this was a 4 instead of a -2.
no, where's the center is beeping?
Right here. The 10s to the
No,
second.
no. I got all of that 10.
Okay. Well, which one did you get incorrect? The RS or the R to the third?
The R to the third.
So what was
The
your
2R.
coefficient?
No, the 2R to the third I got wrong in it.
Yes, but what did you have here for your coefficient?
4.
But that's
Because
my point, Mercedes.
because
There's
I
no
look at
4 as a choice. So that should say, well, let me go back and see what I did wrong, because 4 is not one of my choices.
yeah, I saw what I did wrong. I saw it.
Okay. All I'm saying is once you got a 4 as the coefficient of your R to the third power, that tells
Yeah.
you to go back and check your work, because 4 is not one of the possibilities. You follow me?
Yes.
Okay. So like here, you've got all these choices of
And there were no
coefficients
and
R to the
4 up
third.
there.
And no 4 there. So you said,
Yeah.
oh, I must have made a mistake somewhere. So if it's not a 4, then it must be a 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, trying to say. That's what I got. Then I just stopped because I get confused. I don't know what to do next.
But you shouldn't
No,
have stopped, Mercedes, because you said you had this RS correct and you had 10 to the second correct, right?
yes.
So I'm saying you shouldn't have given up. You said, well, it was not a 4 and I've got these 2 right. It must be my 2. And that's the
Yes.
only one that could be right. You take a guess. You say, I've got this one.
Yes.
I got this one. I don't
Yeah.
see a -7 RS and a +10s to the second anyplace else. So it must be this one.
Read it.
I'm saying you could have gotten it right by guessing because you had over half of it right.
Yes, you're correct, miss. You're
You
correct.
follow what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So give yourself credit that you got that close, but know how to pick
Yeah.
the answer that may be close to yours if you feel yourself
Yes.
stuck. And the only one is C. Correct?
Yes.
Half a point.
Yes. Latoya gave you half a point. Thank you, Latoya.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do add number 3. This is number 3 and put a dot there. Maureen, you want to add that one? Let me line it up for you.
Is 4x2.
Okay, let me just put that here. And you're adding 25x to the second. Let's just put that there. Let's just line it up and make it really nice for you. Okay, now this is an add. So you're adding the coefficients, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And we don't need this on the line. Okay. All right, so let's take out that paren. We don't need a paren. Okay, now when you added these, Maureen, let me just line them up for you so they're under the right place. What do you get for the first one?
The first one, you mean with the 4x too?
Yeah, 4x to the second plus 25x to the second. What did you get?
Okay. 4x to the second is like the first one is 16, right?
No, I'm right here.
I know.
Add
4x
the
to power 2 is
coefficients.
16. Oh,
No, add the coefficients in front of the x square, which is x to the second, are 4 and 25. And this is an add.
oh,
So what's
That's-
25 plus 4?
29.
29. So you're adding the coefficients, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, and then you put the x square, right? X, and this is to the second power. Okay, so you got the first one. Now you've got a minus 12xy and a 4xy. What is that equal to, Maureen?
Okay, plus or minus.
Unlike sign, subtract. The sign is that of the number whose absolute value is bigger. So what's your
That is
answer?
4 from 12 is 8.
Okay, now what's my sign?
X, Y.
No, what's the sign? Plus or
Or
minus?
plus.
Y plus.
No, minus, because the 12 is bigger.
That's right. So it will be minus what?
Wow.
Well, 4 from
8.
12, 8, okay, and x, y.
Y.
Okay, what about the next one? Plus 9 and a minus 32.
Okay, that's 41.
Unlike sign, subtract.
That's right. Okay.
So what would it be?
It would be 9 from 32.
Which is what?
23.
23, plus or minus?
A plus.
Maureen, you got to get those signs. What's the biggest number?
Oh, yes, 32. Yeah.
So what would it be?
A minus.
Minus
Yes.
23y to the second. Got to get those signs. Right?
Mhm.
Latoya, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's
you
not
get-
Latoya's me, miss.
No, Latoya's on mute.
Oh,
It's right.
Okay. All right. But you gotta see a lot of these things are testing your knowledge of the
capacity.
sign rules.
observation, great observation. Too.
Yeah,
Just-
because they say in algebra, if you don't get the sign right, you're wrong. No matter
Well,
what the numbers.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
So you don't
Latoya.
get no half a point.
No,
because the
you
answer is
don't.
right.
Well, I didn't get the offer point this one. I get one full one. I got this one right.
Oh, you had this one right, Mercedes?
Yes.
Very good. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Glad to
I
hear
lined
that.
it up the same way. Same way I lined
Audrey,
it up.
did you have it right?
No.
What happened? Audrey, what happened
I
on
don't know,
number
we do.
3? Did you line them up?
Huh?
Add the like terms?
Yeah, but I think I did it wrong. They put some in the wrong place.
You put what? No, you
I
just,
add instead of subtracting. I add.
oh, the unlike signs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to remember, unlike signs, subtract. When you add
Yeah.
unlike signs, subtract. Think
Yeah, I had
opposite.
a 25.
Like signs, it says add, add. Unlike signs says add, subtract. Think opposite. Or if you've got more negative than positive, like more negative, 32 is more than a 9, so my answer will be negative. Think logic. If I've got more positive than negative, then my answer would be positive. But unlike signs. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any questions on number 3? Good, Mercedes, you got that one, you said. Now, number
Thank you.
4. Okay, that's a subtraction. Now, this one, let me just copy it and put it here. Latoya is gonna do this one for you, right, Latoya? I'm gonna copy these for you. Okay, so this is a subtraction, so I put them this way so you can see them nice
Yeah,
and
that one
clear.
was very funny. It was
It
like,
was? Okay,
yeah,
Latoya.
it was like I'm stepping out in faith.
Okay, this is the subtraction, right? Now,
Yeah,
notice this minus. Let me just put the minus back here so you know you've got to change those signs, right? This is
yep.
a minus, and I'll just put it in parentheses. Okay. And I'll
I
put
don't
this in.
see it, Miss Barbara.
You don't see number 4?
No, I don't see where you put it.
What? You don't see the
Oh.
minus?
You
And
see it on the screen?
Yeah, I see it now.
you see it now?
I
Now,
was looking
this,
at number 5.
now what did Latoya, tell them what we said about the minus in front of this parenthesis expression.
Yeah, it's gonna subtract all of the first, what do you call this? Whatever is in the bracket.
Yeah, whatever is in
Right.
What is in the
parenthesis, the
bracket? Yeah,
signs
the parentheses.
will
Yeah.
change because of the minus. In other words, you're going to apply this minus to everything in the parentheses, just like we did in a prior problem, right? So this plus becomes minus, this minus becomes plus, this
Mhm.
plus becomes minus. You got it?
Yeah.
Questions, anybody? We did one like that before, right?
Yeah.
So let me just draw the underline here and then rewrite it, and you tell me what the signs are. I'll say these, you tell me what the signs are. I'll copy this first one,
14.
and then you tell me the second one, what the signs are. Okay, I put this here. Okay, now I'll copy this. Okay, and you give me the signs on these. What's the sign on the 7? X to the 3rd, Y to the 2nd, plus or minus? Mercedes?
I'm hearing you. I'm looking at it. Plus.
There's a minus in front of it. A minus
look.
times a
Oh.
plus. Think of it as a multiplication. Minus times the
Okay.
plus is what?
Minus.
Is a minus. So this is going to be a minus, right?
Okay.
What's a minus times a minus?
A plus.
A plus. So this changes to a plus, right?
Okay.
What's a minus times a plus?
A minus.
A minus. Okay, so this plus then changes to a minus. Now you're ready to do your subtraction, which is really, all right. Which
That's
is
what
really,
you do first?
yes, you got to do that first. Now you can do your subtractions. 14x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd, minus 7x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd. What does that give you?
7.
Yeah, 7, right? Plus 14 minus 7, and this gives you 7. Okay, so let's just take that there. Copy it here. Okay, what about the minus 5xy and the plus 8xy? What does that give you?
That give you
Oh,
13.
Unlike sign subtract.
Sorry.
it even.
3 to 3xy.
That's
What
all?
what would it be?
Okay.
3
Yeah.
Plus or minus?
plus.
Okay, plus, and that's 3xy, right? 3xy. What about the last one?
That is 4
Plus or minus?
plus.
Okay. Plus 4y. Very good. All right. So that's your answer.
Wow.
Okay. So that's your answer. 7x to the third, y to the second, plus 3xy plus 4y. Audrey, did you get that one correct?
No.
What happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
The key I think you're missing is once you say minus this expression, right? All the signs within the parentheses will be changed by the
Changed.
sign outside. So
Right.
if that's a plus, minus, plus, minus,
Miss all them
minus,
signs.
minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. So once you do that, then it's just subtracting coefficients. 14 minus 7, minus 5 and 8, subtract, get a 3, plus 14 minus 10, subtract, get a 4, is plus because your bigger number is plus. Questions number 4.
Coming. I'm coming.
Mercedes, you
it.
okay?
Yes, I'm getting it.
Okay. Maureen, you all right?
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
Okay, fine. So we'll go ahead to number 5. Audrey, what happened with yours?
I didn't do that at all.
Oh, you didn't do
Because I
that
didn't
one at all.
understand it.
Okay.
I
All
I
right.
tried it, Miss, but I
Did-
didn't change the sign like how you did.
Did you line it up?
Yes, Miss, but I didn't
That's a
change
good
the
start.
sign.
That's a good start. But when you do this, always keep that sign there and the
Outside.
expression, and then apply that sign to everything there, and then you just a straight adding. Okay. But
Okay.
remember, adding unlike, you subtract. Got it?
Yes. I didn't unlike subtract. I
Subtract.
don't know why does one keep on slip me.
Don't worry, you're part of a club. Yeah, but it comes from practice. Once you do it enough, you'll see
Yes.
it becomes easier. Really, it does. How many did the doghouse problem?
Oh, Miss, I couldn't. That's where I stopped, I guess.
Okay, let me
But I
bring.
didn't go because I dropped to sleep. I was up early this
Audrey,
morning.
did you do the doghouse problem?
No.
How
I didn't
come?
do it, Miss.
You know what? I bet you looked at it and say, "Oh boy, that's too much reading," right?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Miss.
I had no time to do it.
No. Well, how do
This
Audrey?
like
How
5
do you
times.
find Latoya? How do you find revenue?
That's why I stopped.
Profit and loss.
Yeah. What is revenue, Latoya?
Yeah, profit and loss. How much you gain?
Yeah, but how do you find profit?
Multiply. No, add.
Okay,
Add.
you selling jewelry. How would you find your profit, Audrey?
By subtracting what you sell from what you give for the article.
By subtracting your cost from your revenue,
Right.
right? Profit is revenue minus cost,
Oh,
right?
that's
You
why I
see.
stopped and couldn't go further. I said, no,
Yeah,
I can't do
but
this
If
one.
it's
I don't know
on
what
yeah,
revenue.
but you
not
know
here.
profit, right? Profit
Yes.
equal revenue minus cost, right?
Okay.
Now it's just a matter of taking what they gave you for revenue and taking what they gave for cost and subtract them, right? And what did they give you? Let's go back up here. They said L represents the number of large dog houses and S represents the number of small dog houses. The revenue from the sale of these small and large dog is this value. So that you need to know, right? That's the revenue. Got it? Questions on that first value you need.
So that's what that's their discount from they call revenue from
That-
the. Okay.
No, that's the revenue. That's what they got when they sold the dog houses. That's what
Okay.
revenue is. They sold large dog houses and small dog
Let me see what
houses,
you doing.
and they got a total revenue of 230 L for the large plus 160 for the S plus the constant of 100. So that, let's just copy that. That represents the revenue. So let's just put here, and we're going to,
So that's 290.
okay, so
The other one
this
is
is
that 400.
revenue,
That's 400 plus 290
right?
plus 650.
Everybody understand now? That's the
Okay.
revenue.
Yeah, but I'm hearing your voice
Yeah,
and hear
so-
somebody's voice.
Oh,
Okay,
the answer is B. Oh, okay.
Audrey,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't think
The
out
voice.
loud because it's
Mhm.
disturbing your thumb. Okay, so the revenue in the problem is this value,
Mhm.
right? Okay,
Mhm.
now what's the cost,
Mhm.
Audrey? Audrey, what's the cost of producing these dog houses, small and large? Audrey, what's the cost? It's in the problem.
$400.
No. What's the cost? There's a polynomial.
For each.
That's the polynomial for the cost of
30 and
producing.
160.
No, it's right here.
For L.
They didn't give you any numbers. They gave you what? They gave you polynomials to represent the revenue and the cost. Everybody following me?
170
to-
plus 130 plus 555. That's it.
They gave you a polynomial to represent the revenue. They gave you a polynomial to represent the cost. So let's just put that here.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's
know
the
what it is.
revenue. And let's just put, that's the cost. Cost.
Mhm.
Okay, so they gave you the revenue and they gave you the cost. So if you subtract the cost from the revenue, you'll get profit.
Okay. This is B.
Well, the cost was one of these I have wrong. Okay, here's the cost right here. Let me copy this right.
231.
This is the cost. Maureen, you have an answer?
No, I'm looking at it.
This is the cost right here. I copied the duplicate.
The answer is B. The answer is B.
Okay, so this is the cost. Let me take this out.
Right.
Okay, so you see the revenue and you see the cost. Now subtract them.
Yeah. 5.
Subtract the cost. What do you get, Maureen? Subtract the cost from the revenue. Take the underline out. Now subtract this. What do you get? Subtract cost from revenue. Maureen, what's 170 from 230?
170 from 30.
60.
60.
What is it, Maureen? 230 minus 170.
230. Oh, minus 170.
170.
Wow.
What did you say, Maureen?
Okay.
So these are the coefficients. 60. So you got 60 and L, right?
Mhm.
What's 160 minus 130, Mercedes?
Pardon me?
160 minus 130.
160 minus 130.
Yes.
That's 30.
Yes, 30. So this would be plus 30. And that's the small, right? Because 160x minus 130. All right. Now, there's a minus here, so, but I'm trying to take you through it where you don't have to do that, right? So what's 100 minus 555, Audrey?
455.
Audrey,
Oh, gee, sorry.
100 minus
455.
555.
Makes
Plus
it
or minus,
455.
Audrey? Audrey, plus or minus?
Huh?
Sign plus or minus?
Plus or minus?
Yeah, what's the sign?
Negative?
Yes, you're right, negative. 455, right? Now, this one is like the other problems we did where we put the negative in front of it. I was trying to have you do it without, where you didn't have to really do that. 230 minus 170, 160 minus 130, 100 minus 555. The 555, that's a plus and a minus, right? But the 555 is the biggest, so this has to be a negative 455. That one of your answers?
Yeah.
Which one? A, B, C, and
A.
D. Which one?
A.
But the
C.
455 is negative, Audrey.
C.
Oh,
Audrey,
oh yeah.
right?
Yes, you're right.
That's a positive. So
Mhm.
answer would be C. See, that problem had a lot of words in it, but it narrows down to just 2 pieces of information you needed. What polynomial represents my revenue? Right here. What polynomial represents my cost? Once I get the difference, I've got my profit. Got it?
Mhm.
So don't give up when you see a lot of words like that, because when you read it, you'll see you only need a couple of pieces of information. The fact that they have large and small, that's kind of irrelevant, really. You just need to know what polynomial
Barbara, can you make
represents.
it a little brighter, a little bigger?
Okay, you want up here? Okay.
What you just did.
Oh, you
Everything
mean,
is small. You can scarcely see it.
okay, okay, let me go down here. You mean right here? This needs to be bigger?
Yeah, that's the answer.
That's the answer.
Come down a little.
Okay,
Okay,
let
let
me
me
do
see.
this.
We're gonna go
Okay,
up then.
how is that? Audrey, how's
That's
that?
a little bit. That's a little better.
That's a little
That's a little
better?
better.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, because it's very fine. I don't know why.
Oh, you need
What
to
is it
upgrade
not?
is it your phone you're using? You can bring up your your
Huh?
words too. Is it a phone you're using?
No, I don't have a tablet, but it's a little.
You can bowl up your tablets too.
You see it now, Audrey?
You see it
That's
Yeah, I
now?
can
very,
see it.
that's very big.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went to 48. That's really big. Okay,
but that's a bad,
revenue, revenue, costs, and subtraction, and you get the answer, the profit. This is profit.
Miss, how the 5-5 come? How they get the 5-5? I don't understand. I keep
The
looking at it.
555 was in the problem.
What it go? I see the L for 170 and the S for one. I mean up the top for 230 L. Yeah, go back up. Yeah.
Those up here, these in the problem, those are constants.
Yeah, but
You know, like when you have like a variable cost and then you have a fixed cost,
oh,
a variable revenue and a fixed.
so the 100 is a fix and the 555
That's the fix. The 555 is a
is the
fix.
fix. Okay,
That's a
got it.
fix for the cost. This is a fix for the revenue.
Okay.
So you have variable, because remember, cost can be variable or fixed. And usually you have both, because you'll have a variable like depending upon the goods sold, but then you'll have a fixed that could be your overhead, sometimes called overhead, right? That's what that 100 represents there. And right here, the 555 here. Now, Audrey, you want to make this bigger? Audrey, you need this bigger? Okay.
yeah.
All right, let me make this bigger. Okay. Can you see it now?
A little better.
Okay.
A little better.
Okay.
Well, it's
Well,
bad. We have.
Mine is so bold.
I know. Let me make it even bigger. Okay. All right, let me make it even bigger.
I have to adjust my tablet.
48.
Yeah, you do. Because
That's
I'm surprised
big.
you
Yeah,
said-
because that's
Yeah.
really big. You can see it now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when I send this out for the session, I'll go back to regular, because then you're looking at it from a screen. Okay, so, and also if I have to send it to somebody, I end up with a lot of pages if I go this big on everything. Okay, because some of them I mail out. Okay, any questions? Okay, so that's the end of that. Let's go to a new share. All right, and let's go to what we are doing today. Let's see if this is it. Okay, we're doing multiplying. Do you see that? Multiplying polynomial expressions?
Yes.
Okay,
Still small anyway.
okay. Multiplying. Okay, Audrey, you have a problem seeing this? Okay, let's see.
Oh, yes.
All right. What about now?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so let me just make this bigger. Okay, I had it at that better.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're first looking at multiplying polynomial expressions. Now we say we multiply polynomial expressions by using the distributive property of multiplication. So all that means is if you multiplying something by something like in parentheses here, you apply that first term to everything within the parentheses. So 4x times, that asterisk is a time sign, multiplication, times 2x to the second plus y is the same as 4x times 2x to the second plus 4x times y. That's all that distributive property is. You're distributing over the multiplication. All right. Any questions on that? Any questions on this, what we did right here? That 4x applies to
Say that again, Miss
every,
Barbara.
yeah, when you multiplying a term by something in parentheses, you apply that term separately to everything within the parentheses. So 4x times the expression 2x to the second plus y is 4x times 2x to the second, the first term, plus 4x times the y. And now you can multiply them out, right? Because what's 4x times 2x to the second? 4 times 2 is 8. Add the exponents when you're multiplying, and 2 plus 1 is 3, right? And then 4xy is times 4x times y is just 4xy. That's your answer. Any questions on that answer? Any questions? Well, in that case, I'll give you one to do.
No, miss, please.
Okay.
I thought you heard what I was off.
No, I didn't hear what you say. What did you say, Mercedes?
Can you repeat that, please, before you move on? Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. This is an illustration of what we call the distributive property.
Yes.
And it's multiplication. Distributive property only works for addition and multiplication.
So the little star is multiplication, right, Miss Barbara?
That's a multiplication
That little
symbol.
star?
Yeah, the asterisk. Remember,
Right, the star.
remember I told you what are symbols for multiplication? Anybody want to tell me?
One is a dot.
A dot. What else?
An asterisk right there.
Asterisk. What else?
Or the
Parentheses.
sign.
Parenthesis. What else?
And parentheses.
What else?
And even when the coefficient is so near to the
side by side.
Yes.
Yeah, side by side, because 4x means 4 times x. And also you can use x. But the reason I didn't use the x here, because I've already got it as a variable. That could be confusing to say 4x. Okay. So what you do, Audrey, you take, if you're multiplying something by something in parentheses, you apply whatever you're multiplying by everything within the parentheses. So 4 to the x times what is in parentheses, 2x to the second plus y. In other words, you distributed this multiplication, 4x times 2x to the second plus 4x times y. Got it? Audrey, is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now let me just give you one to do. Okay, suppose I gave you this. You have 3 y times 42 plus 4x. What would be the answer? You're going to multiply the 3y by the 42 and the 3y by the 4x. So this becomes 3y. I'll just write it out for you. 42 plus, and I'll go to the next line, 3y times 4x. Got it? Everything in parentheses, I multiplied by the 3y. So Maureen, what would I get? What would I get for the first one? What's 3y times 42?
Okay, so 3y multiplied by everything in the parentheses.
What?
126.
126 what? You're going to throw away your y, Maureen?
Right.
That's very good, Maureen. 126 y. She multiplied her coefficient, 3 times 42, and she got 126 and then y. What do you get for the next one, Maureen? 3y times 4x, 12 what?
12y.
5x,
You gonna throw away your Y again?
5y.
You gonna throw away your X?
BXY.
Yeah, XY, that's right, Audrey. 3 times 4 is 12. And X times Y is
XY.
just XY. That's what we mean by side multiplication.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
126Y plus 12XY. Now we can't add these, and why can't we add them? Latoya, you want to tell me
Because
why can't you add these? Latoya, where
one
are
has
you?
an
She
X.
may be on her way home. Okay, Audrey, why can't I add 126Y plus 12XY?
Because it doesn't have the same base. One have an X and the other one has a Y. They don't have
That's
the
not a
same.
base.
What's that?
Well, here it's not a base. They're
What
variables.
is that?
They're
The
variables.
variables. Okay.
The variables are not the same.
Same.
Y
Are not the
is not
same,
the
right.
same as XY.
That's
If I had
X, right.
126XY, then I could add the coefficients.
Mhm.
You got it?
Okay, this is
Yep.
variables. Yeah.
Okay, let's take another one. Okay. Let's take another one.
Mercy, you don't sleep?
No, I'm
One,
here.
1,
Okay.
Loud and
4,
clear.
AB
I'm fighting the sleep.
times, okay, times 3 A B C plus 10.
Was it 2?
Do your
14
distribution, do your
AB.
distributive property, and what do you get?
42 ABC plus 10.
What do you get?
42 ABC plus
10.
142 AB.
Oh, wait. I forgot to do that one.
Okay.
All right. Got it. All right.
Any answers?
First one is
42 ABC plus
Yes.
142
Okay,
AB.
3 times 14 is
yes.
42, right?
Two.
That's
Yeah.
Audrey, what
Mhm.
did you say you got? What's for the A?
I says I have 42 ABC
C
plus
plus 1.
142 AB.
Nope,
Yes, ma'am.
not it.
No, that's not it.
No. Anybody else want to tell me? Think
Okay,
exponents.
okay.
Think exponents. What's A times A?
What?
A square.
That's it. Thank you, Latoya. You got to add the powers, which are 1 and 1. So let's put the 2 on there. A square. You forgot exponents that quickly, right? What's
Wait
B
a minute.
times B? Latoya,
B square.
Okay.
B square. Okay, so let's
Okay.
put
So
a square on there.
Oh,
then-
so square them.
Yeah, those are same power. And what do you do for multiplication? Add the powers when they're the same base, and we'll just have C.
And you just have C. Oh,
Okay. And Mercedes, what's the next one? It's 14 AB times 10.
B to the second.
that is 140
C
AB.
plus.
Okay, 140. Excellent. Got it?
I forgot that you
You
could.
forgot quickly the exponents, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Latoya, for reminding everybody. Yeah, because it's same base. A. This is a 1. That's a 1.
That's 2A.
Add the powers.
yeah.
B 1. Add the powers. C didn't have anything over here, so then you just put C.
Yeah,
Got
you
it?
gotta add everything in the bracket.
Yeah, everything
Gotta
there.
multiply everything.
Yeah, you got to multiply everything within the parenthesis or brackets. And if it's something with the same base, you can just add remember when it's a 1, you don't put a 1 on it. I mean, if you think you're gonna have a problem, you could just put a 1 on it. Okay, a 1, 1, a 1, a 1. But remember, that's the default.
Oh, so you're saying I could write
If
the
you
fourth
yeah,
and the
what
first
what
one
I'm
of
saying is, if you think that you're gonna have a problem, let's see, sorry about that. If you think you're gonna have a problem, then put a 1 on there. Okay, 1, and the same over here. I'm just doing it on the A. Okay,
Yeah.
so then you put a 1. Okay, bring that a little closer. So if you think you're gonna have a problem remembering that the 1 is a default, then put a 1 on it. Okay, so A1 times A to the 1 power plus A to the 1 power is A to the 1 plus 1 is A to the 2nd power. And you could do the same for the B. B to the 1 times B to the 1 is B to the 1 plus 1, B to the 2nd. Got it?
okay.
Nothing wrong with it. If that simplifies it for you, put that 1 on there, but that's the default. And usually that 1 is not put there, but it's okay to put it there if it simplifies it for you. Any questions?
Thank you, Miss Barbara.
Okay, now when you multiplying these polynomials, sometimes you use factoring. So I want to get into factoring. And the quadratic equation that you're familiar with is a polynomial. And the format of it is what you see, ax squared plus bx plus c. Coefficients are a and b, and c is a constant. How many are familiar with the quadratic? You've
I
seen
learned
that,
it
right?
before, but I don't remember all of it.
Yeah, but
The
you
one
know
with
what,
the A and the radical A plus B plus something or other.
not radicals,
I learned it
exponent.
18 years now.
The standard form ax to the 2nd plus bx plus c equals 0. That's the standard form. Now, Latoya, what's the shape if you graph a parabola? What shape do you get?
It's like going up on them like a
What?
V, like
Upside down, turn it down.
going over, like a cup running over.
No, there's a name you call it, Latoya. That's why I asked you. You call it parabola. Parabola. That's why I asked Latoya. She calls it parabola. She knows it's parabola, but she likes to say parabola. You remember, Latoya? I know you call it parabola. It's a parabola. And Maureen, you were saying the shape of it. What does it look like? Maureen, you were saying the shape of it.
Yeah.
What's the shape of a parabola? You said it,
Upside
Maureen.
down. You.
Yeah, it could be an upside down or a U that's not upside down. So both of them works. All right. So just think of a U, both upside down and not upside down. So you can solve an equation by what we call factoring. Now for parabolas, like for instance, this one, x squared plus 5x plus c. That's an equation. We say quadratic is a polynomial. That's a quadratic equation because that's in the format. Let me just write here. Ax square. I'm putting it in the general format too. Okay. Let's see. Plus bx
plus c
plus c.
c
Okay, and I'll say equals 0.
equals 0.
Okay, now let's put the A. Now, Maureen, what is the A for x squared plus 5x plus 6. That's a quadratic. What's the a value? Let me put this here.
Everybody, I don't know.
No, I'm putting the equation there for you. Okay, put it right up under it. Maybe you can see it. Okay. Okay, now this x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal 0 is in the same format as my general quadratic. So that means I have a value, I have a b value, I have a c value. So Maureen, I'm asking you, what is the a value for this equation?
A value is x2 to the power.
A is a coefficient.
Uh,
You know the difference in a coefficient and a variable,
well,
right? What
a coefficient
number
of
is in front of the x squared?
5,
I don't see a 5.
The
a
two.
2.
Mercedes, what number is in front of my x squared right here?
I see it. What number? I see a plus. I see a
Now,
send
plus
two.
is not a number. What
It's
number
one.
is in front of my x to the second power?
1.
A
2.
1.
A 1. It is
1.
understood. So don't
Where's the
Remember,
one?
if you don't, where's the 1? It's right here.
Yeah,
You
1
don't have to
square.
put it
Oh yeah,
there.
yeah. Now I remember the X is one. Oh
Remember
my
that?
God.
No.
Oh my gosh.
The
I
number
remember now.
in front of my x squared
I
is a
wasn't-
1.
all
That's
that-
the default. I didn't have to put it there, but that's the default. You got it?
Yeah. I forgot it's one. I'm just looking at the square a two instead of looking at the X. X is one. And I know that.
No,
Oh.
it's not the x, it's the coefficient.
Yeah.
Mercedes, don't get coefficients. The coefficient is the number in front of the variable. Coefficient of x to the second is 1.
Okay. So wait a minute. Okay, I got you.
You got me? It's
Yeah.
the number in front of the variable of the quadratic. And normally we don't put the 1 there, but the default is 1. So the coefficient of my x to the second is a 1. So a is a 1. Now, Mercedes, what is b? What is b equal to?
B equal to 1.
No, look, a is 1. What is b? Right here.
Oh,
What
5.
is 5? Mercedes, you sound like you weren't sure. You got it right.
No,
It's a
actually,
5.
I don't understand. I don't understand this little part. I'm looking at the top row instead of I didn't say comparing them.
Well, you look at both because I said that this equation right here is in the format of a quadratic. This ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is the standard form of a quadratic. You got me?
Okay.
So whatever coefficient is in front of the x squared, that's my a.
Yes.
That's a 1. Whatever coefficient is in front of my x is my b. So my b is 5. Whatever my constant is right here. So Mercedes, what is my c?
It's 6 now.
That's right. Very good. Got it?
Yes.
The reason I'm going through this because sometimes you'll use the quadratic formula and it uses the ABC. Okay, that's part of the quadratic formula. But we're not going to look at that now. We are trying to factor this. And when we factor it, that means we get 2 terms we can multiply and get back the quadratic. So let's just put our factors as parens. All right. So we are factoring this x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now we know we will have an x here because that's our variable. So let's put our x. Let's put an x here. Now, how do we know what goes in these parentheses to complete it?
Oh no, but
How do we know? Okay, there's a rule.
I don't know subtracting. I think you
Audrey, you know how you know? Think of two.
I can't remember.
Okay, think of two factors that you multiply and get the C, the 6. Right?
2 and 3.
Right.
Two,
And
three,
those
2 and 3.
same two factors must add to give me B. So Audrey, you're absolutely
2 and
right.
3.
We know it's a 3 and a 2. Now, what would be the signs? What would be the signs on these, the 3 and the 2? And you know that by the signs right here.
Multiplying.
No, what would be the signs? It's either plus or minus.
Add.
Yes, you're right.
A plus.
It'll be a
Plus
plus. You're absolutely right. So you'd be a plus and a plus because both of your signs are plus. So there's a plus. In other words, 3 times 2 is 6 and 3x plus 2x is 5x. So those would be the factors. These are the factors of this equation. So what we just did, we got the factors of our polynomial equation. So these are factors, all right? Factors of our equation. Any questions on what we just did?
I would have to do that again, mister, because I don't fully get it. I don't want you to repeat it now, but I would have to do some more.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. So, but there's another step, and I'll go through that next time. Sometime you have to simplify it to get to this point because maybe you have something here other than 1. So you have to look at the A value, the B value, the C value, and come up with a way you could further simplify it. And that would be our next step. But with a simple equation, say like this, where you have a 1 on your x squared, you look at this constant, think multiplying. What 2 numbers can I multiply and get this number? Those same 2 numbers must add to give me this number. That's the rule we'll use to get our factors.
Okay.
All right. So think multiplication and think what? Addition.
Yes.
Sometimes they are plus and minus. Like if the number was a negative here, you wouldn't have a plus and a plus. You'd have a plus and a minus. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so we will stop here. And I'll give you some of these to work on. Oh, and there's your answers there. X plus 3, X plus 2. Now, assignment. I want you to know what FOIL is and how you use it. FOIL. Anybody knows? You want to tell me now?
The one we cook with, miss?
First, outer.
That means the joke. I don't know. Miss.
Something last. I don't remember.
Inner,
last.
Yeah. In other words,
first, outer, inner, last.
Something else.
First, outer, inner, last.
Inner,
So, if you're given 2 factors, you can find out what they're equal to because you can take the first. The first would be x. What's x times x? What's x times x?
X squared.
X squared. What's the outer? What's the outer?
The square. X.
X and the 2. That's outer.
plus
What's
2.
the inner? The 3 and the
3
x.
x.
Three
So
and
you
the
have
X.
3x plus 2x gives you 5x.
Plus
And the
2x.
last would be 3 and 2
and 2 is
multiplied to
6.
give you 6. So do you
Mhm.
have FOIL?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
in that case, then I'll probably send you a little homework on FOIL.
I don't know nothing
No,
about
we're
this
not
one.
ready for that yet.
Okay, we'll do some more examples next time. Okay,
I don't know anything about fall, miss.
You've
okay.
been get file.
Okay.
If you with Miss Barbara a
Okay,
long time,
years
you get
ago.
file.
Oh,
This
you
is
have
the matter always
FOIL
run away from.
first. Now,
I don't remember
Mercedes,
that one.
FOIL you use when you know the factors and you're trying to find the quadratic. You got it?
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
You know the factors and say, what quadratic matches those factors? Well, let me use FOIL. Let me take my first 2, that's 1, that's x and x. That's the first. My outer
Okay.
would be, what is outer? The x and the 2. What
Okay.
is inner? The 3 and the x.
Yes.
What is
Okay.
the last?
Yeah.
The 3 and the 2. You got
3
it?
and the 2.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's all that means. It helps you when you're trying to find the quadratic from the factors.
Oh, I see.
You got it?
Yes, I'm trying to hope I remember next time.
So,
'Cause,
Mercedes,
know
what
that.
did I say the first ones were?
the outer, the 2x and
No,
the
the first in this,
the
what
first,
are the first, what are the first
x
about
and the
x and x?
and the
That's the
oh, yeah.
first. Yeah,
Okay.
that's first. What is the outer?
the 3, the x3 and the x2.
No, the outer is x
3,
and 2.
X and 2.
What's the
Mhm.
inner?
3 and x.
That's
X.
it. What's the last?
3 and 2.
You got it. You see?
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Oh boy.
That's it. We'll do some more of these next time. I'll
Yes,
probably
please.
we'll do some and I'll give you some factors and tell you what is the quadratic.
Okay.
Okay, so but that's
Multiple
FOIL
choice,
is,
Miss Barbara.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Multiple choice.
Oh, you
I
not
like
supposed to
multiple
multiple
choice.
choice.
Okay,
Kaya.
okay, multiple choice. It is. Making a note of it. Multiple
I love when I do
choice.
it.
Okay, so any questions from anybody?
No.
Well,
Okay.
thank
He's
you
a
very much, Miss
boogeyman.
Barbara.
All right, so we're gonna stop here and we'll continue. Let me just see what, of course, you'll have some homework. I'll send you some homework. Okay.
Back to the polynomials.
Okay, so we'll be factoring some polynomials next time. We'll go back to our greatest common factor. So we'll continue our factoring. And okay, yeah. So we will be factoring next time. And then we'll get into dividing polynomials. Okay. So we'll do some more multiplication, do some more practice on FOIL and finding the factors, and then we'll get into division of polynomials.
Let me tell you what Miss Barbara.
Yes.
As I was saying earlier, I get on the wrong train because I want to sleep coming from work
Okay.
this morning. And then so reaching to this point, I'm not focusing so much because I'm not walking in between. So next time I won't miss my I won't go on the wrong train so I can get my sleep.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I
I
didn't get
know
home-
it
I
must
don't
be
get home
hard
ear-
because you work
Yeah.
nights.
I didn't get home early enough to get sleep to get up and do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's why we're gonna stop working on Mondays.
Oh, okay. All
You know,
right.
if you get 500 for the GEDs was 100 or something. So
Yeah,
that's more better.
it's
That's
various,
easier.
it's various scores, and you can get
So-
something to qualify you for college, something that gives you college credit, and one just getting the high school diploma.
wait a
So you have
minute,
three
miss.
levels.
When they say that they're jumping to 100, that means you're not gonna get 500 again.
No.
But
So I'm
but
telling you,
no
you don't
no
need to kill up yourself anymore. Like
no
you
no
used to.
but no Latoya, you can't compare that like that. See, they're 140 or whatever. That's the equivalent
45.
to the 500.
Oh,
Okay. In other words,
So
they've
we have
got a
to bust
lower
our ass to
number.
get 500.
Yeah, but they got a
That
lower
wasn't
number,
fair.
but it's still the same effort. Okay.
It's the same work they're gonna
145
give
is
us.
easy to get. I was
No,
when I
no,
was doing the
Latoya,
GED.
No, I don't
Latoya,
believe so.
you can't compare the 145 with the 500 on the task. You cannot compare it.
I
Okay.
feel it's the same
You
So let me
amount
may,
of
ask
work.
you a question, Miss Barbara. All right, so you have to do the 5 subjects. Do you have to take them all over back? If you
no,
fail one?
No, no.
no, you don't.
But I thought Mercedes get a high school diploma.
No,
I thought you said it before Corona came.